Okay, welcome everybody. We are in week 3, yes, and we are looking at our next benchmark. So we had a look at the overview, yes, and we've had a chance to maybe check out our weekly lesson and lecture. Yeah, so as mentioned, we're looking to mold now. Yeah, so what we're going to be doing is we are going to be creating more brainstorming utilizing our vector, okay? Utilizing vector, but we're going to utilize the sketches is really what we're going to do. So you'll find that what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing our sculpting, but this is going to be known as working. Okay, so working meaning we need to brainstorm our brains out. Yes, so I know you guys are like, oh my goodness, I've already brainstormed my brains out by sketching them. Yes, so that was one portion of it, right? Now we need to brainstorm our brains out on the vector side of things. Okay, so what do we need to do? Yeah, we went through, as mentioned in the last video, we went through all of this, the how and so on, and that we're going to be sculpturing, or that we're going to be sculpting and working with our sketches. Now, this, as mentioned, is what we are going to be doing. You ready? Pretty straightforward, actually. We're going to be using Adobe Illustrator for this. It is our vector program. Okay, you may know the difference between vector and raster. I'm hoping by now that was discussed and you're fully aware, right? The difference between a picture and the difference between a vector graphic. So something made up of dots and then something made up of lines and points, being the vector, yeah? So the difference being, right, Photoshop compared to Illustrator. A vector program in Illustrator, Photoshop, pixels, dots, yeah? So that being said, we're not getting into that in this class, but just kind of keep that in mind. There is obviously a huge difference between the two. Now, please, you're watching this video to go over the instructions. What I'd highly recommend is we'll do this in class together as well, whether it be in class or whether it be online or whether it be on a Zoom or however we deliver it to you. So what I need you to do is if you miss class, please watch the tutorial to complete this fully, okay? I'm going to go over in the tutorial, I'm going to go over utilizing my sketches. You guys can then emulate exactly what I'm doing utilizing my sketches. You can even use the sketches that I've uploaded for you and work through the process with me, and then you can try it utilizing your own sketches. It's totally up to you. You don't need to do my sketches if you're like, no, I'm not doing that work. I think it's great to practice, so I may recommend that you do follow along with me for the actual tutorial, utilizing the sketches that I've supplied you with, but not necessary. Okay, this is what I need to be submitted though, and it's going to mirror exactly what the tutorial does and exactly what we've done either together in class or online as mentioned. So we're going to create a new document. Let's get into it. Okay, 12 by 12, okay, in Illustrator. We're going to then bring in our sketches, okay, or place our sketches. So that's Command-Shift-P, okay. So in InDesign, we know Command-D, or I guess it would be Control-D if you're on a PC. Now it's going to be Control-Shift-P or Command-Shift-P, okay, depending on Mac or PC. So we're then going to investigate fonts, yeah? We've got our sketches ready to rock and roll, both our block and our script. What I'd like to do is you'll notice that many of us are going to have maybe sub-copy that we're going to want to have on this, so that it's not just our signature. We want to identify what the signature represents, whether it be it's your portfolio, if you're doing this as your design company, whether you want to do your signature with designer or your signature with artist or your signature with design studio, or you guys get the idea. We'll do this together as mentioned, utilizing my sketches. You guys can do it along with me, right? Utilizing, of course, the fonts that you choose. Lastly, we need to look at color because color is so absolutely integral, okay? Great that we have it in black and white and we're working on sketches, but what I need to see is some pop, yeah? And that pop and contrast, there's no better way to do that than by utilizing color, of course, as we know. So, last step, you guys can check out your brainstorming one that we did. Remember, we looked at swatches. and creating swatches. We're going to use Illustrator. I'll show you how to create some custom swatches, look at maybe bringing some swatches into Illustrator, and then we can start adding color to maybe some of our sketches overall. The whole purpose of this, of course, is to get some awesome ideas in Illustrator to create copies and copies and copies of different variations of our logos, look at fonts to investigate color, and that's what this is all about, right? So you're going to need to, once completed, I will have a template that you guys can kind of follow along with. Watch the video to follow along with, actually. That will get you to basically what I'm looking for. But as long as you complete this and all things are supplied as called out here, you'll be good. You'll be golden. Okay, so that's the next assignment, everyone. That's our benchmark 3. So we're going to be doing some brainstorming work in Illustrator. So hopefully that makes sense and we're all good. I'll come back and we'll get a tutorial done up and you guys can follow along and we'll be golden. All right, thanks for watching. Talk soon.